Sports journalist and author Jeff Pearlman has written about the seedier side of sports for years. Now he's tackling President Trump's past in the world of professional football in his new book, Football for a Buck. And Jeff joins us now. Jeff, thanks so much. Now, you have already written raw accounts from the world in sports like the Dallas Cowboys dynasty of the 1990s and the 1986 New York Mets. What led you to this?
Well, I don't know if you remember the USFL, but it was a spring football league in the 80s, and I just loved it as a kid. It wasn't really about Trump. Like, it wasn't like I wanted to write a Donald Trump book. It was about the league. I'd been wanting to write it for years, and in just a weird sort of happenstance, Donald Trump becomes president of the United States, and here we are. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
But the USFL really had a crazy rise and a quick fall, and you believe that it's because of Donald Trump?
I mean, there's no belief. It's a fact. He was the owner of a team, the New Jersey Generals. The league was a really good league. It was a spring league. The first season was great. Donald Trump bought the Generals, and he pretty much forced the league to fall. And he even had a secret meeting behind the backs of the other USFL owners with the commissioner of the NFL, Pete Rozelle, and said to Pete Rozelle, I don't really care about the USFL. This league doesn't mean anything to me. I want a team in the NFL. What do I have to do? And the commissioner of the NFL literally said to Donald Trump, no matter what you do, as long as I'm involved in the NFL, you will have nothing to do with this league. And then Trump went about really undermining the USFL to get it to merge with the NFL.
Well, some say that the president still pays a lot of attention to the NFL because of all of this. Is that what you found as well?
No. The whole thing with Kaepernick is such a joke. I mean, Donald Trump tried buying the Baltimore Colts, failed. Tried getting Pete Rozelle to give him a team, failed. Tried suing the NFL, failed. Tried buying the Buffalo Bills, failed. Tried buying the New England Patriots, failed. I always say this. For a guy who hates the NFL as much as he seems to hate the NFL, he sure wanted to be in the NFL. I mean, it's ridiculous. When he was the USFL owner, he'd be doing work during the anthem. He'd be sitting during the anthem. He'd be on his phone during the anthem. So the whole Kaepernick thing, it's just, I mean, it's a joke.
But there are a lot of people who defend President Trump in that he's saying that it's disrespectful to our country, what he's doing. But you don't think that that's why he's saying it? Is that what you're saying?
I'll just say this, and I really mean this, as a New Yorker, and as a fellow New Yorker. 9/11, Donald Trump gave $0 and 0 cents to 9/11 causes. Donald Trump talked about Muslims celebrating on the top of buildings. Didn't happen. The lack of patriotism he has shown through the years, mocking a POW. It's just a joke. It's a great wedge issue for him, but his past with the NFL all points to just the reality that it's a club he always wanted to be in. It was old money. It was the Maras and the Rooneys. It was these rich families that he wanted to be a part of, and the NFL would never touch him. And the USFL was very indicative of that. He wanted to get in the NFL. The NFL rejected him, and what you're seeing now is a long-standing grudge against a league that wouldn't have him.
Did you get a tweet from him yet, or are you looking for a tweet from President Trump?
If we can have a moment of prayer right now, I would be so happy with that, but not yet.
All right, well, we have to wrap this up, but real quick, you working on another book?
I am. I just started, I'm doing a book about the Shaq Kobe era Lakers.
Oh,
so,
okay.
There you go.
We have something else to look forward to. All right, thank you so much. And Jeff Pearlman, we appreciate you being here. And again, the book is called Football for a Buck, The Crazy Rise and Crazier Demise of the USFL. It's available now wherever books are sold.